When the world collapses, survival stops being theory and becomes personal reality. Panic destroys more people than hunger ever will in the first days. Calm thinking becomes the rarest and most valuable resource alive. The first rule is simple: breathe slow and observe everything. Information becomes more important than food in the early hours. Watch people carefully because behavior predicts danger before weapons do. Crowds collapse faster than cities when fear spreads unchecked. Distance from chaos is the first layer of protection. Movement must be quiet, calculated, and invisible whenever possible. Sound attracts attention, and attention attracts risk immediately. Shelter matters more than comfort in the beginning. Water determines how long hope can physically last. Hunger weakens judgment, but dehydration destroys it completely. Fire becomes warmth, signal, protection, and psychological comfort. Darkness changes human behavior faster than daylight ever will. Trust must be earned slowly and questioned constantly. Groups survive longer but collapse faster if led poorly. Leadership is measured by decisions, not promises anymore. The prepared look ordinary until disaster exposes their advantage. Survival rewards discipline, not strength or aggression. Planning ahead quietly separates survivors from victims during collapse events. Every decision echoes louder when civilization stops absorbing mistakes instantly. Small tools become priceless when systems around you disappear suddenly. Energy must be saved like currency in a den economy. Moving without purpose wastes strength you cannot replace easily. Fear spreads faster than fire through fragile human networks. Silence becomes armor when danger hunts through open streets. Observation replaces conversation when trust elapses between strangers completely. Supplies are temporary, but skills extend survival indefinitely forward. Knowledge weighs nothing, yet carries entire futures inside it.
Safe routes change daily as structures fail unpredictably everywhere. Routine comforts disappear, leaving only adaptable habits alive. Adaptability decides who continues walking after systems freeze permanently. Weather becomes an enemy without infrastructure shielding fragile bodies. Night travel invites threats daylight usually keeps hidden. Firelight attracts help and danger in equal measure. Every stranger carries unknown intentions behind tired eyes. Hunger reshapes morality faster than laws ever could. Desperation transforms ordinary people into unpredictable forces rapidly. Discipline prevents panic from hijacking necessary decisions entirely. Maps matter more when familiar landmarks vanish suddenly. Navigation skills replace technology when power grids die. Improvisation becomes survival art under collapsing conditions everywhere. Injury untreated becomes a silent, fatal countdown quickly. Clean water equals extended time to keep moving forward. Shelter hidden well reduces unwanted human encounters dramatically. Noise discipline determines whether threats notice you first. Patience extends life when action feels urgently necessary. Cooperation multiplies strength when resources shrink dangerously low. Survival ultimately favors minds sharper than weapons alone. Preparation today quietly determines survival chances during tomorrow's violent collapse storms. Awareness keeps you alive when familiar safety systems disappear without warning. Speed without thinking leads directly into traps hidden inside chaos. Thinking before moving saves energy, resources, and precious time constantly. Darkness hides threats, but also protects careful, disciplined travelers moving silently. Cold environments drain strength faster than hunger or fear combined. Heat exhaustion quietly destroys judgment under relentless collapsing city suns. Movement should always serve purpose, never emotional panic reactions alone. Observation reveals patterns chaos tries desperately to conceal from survivors. Patterns expose danger zones, safer routes, and hidden opportunities nearby. Quiet minds survive longer than loud, fearless, reckless bodies wandering blindly. Reckless bravery burns quickly, like fuel without long-term survival value. Controlled fear sharpens senses instead of paralyzing necessary action decisions. Panic blinds perception and invites avoidable fatal mistakes instantly everywhere. Breath control restores clarity when adrenaline floods collapsing environments violently. Clarity separates survivors from victims during irreversible turning points permanently. Every sound must be questioned inside abandoned, echoing urban ruins. Echoes distort distance, making danger appear closer than reality suggests. Misjudging distance invites confrontation you were never prepared for mentally. Preparation reduces surprise but never removes danger completely ever. Survival demands awareness even when exhaustion clouds clear thinking completely. Exhaustion invites mistakes that danger patiently waits to exploit instantly. Rest becomes strategy, not luxury, inside collapsing environments worldwide. Strategy replaces comfort when every action carries permanent consequences forward. Consequences multiply quickly when resources disappear faster than expected suddenly. Resourcefulness transforms scraps into lifelines during desperate moments always. Lifelines appear small but carry enormous survival value quietly. Value shifts rapidly when money loses meaning during collapse phases. Meaning changes when survival becomes the only remaining currency left. Currency becomes trust, built slowly between cautious strangers surviving together. Trust develops carefully where betrayal carries deadly, irreversible costs always. Betrayal echoes longer than gunfire inside fragile survivor groups permanently. Groups fracture quickly without shared purpose guiding their actions forward. Purpose anchors minds against fear, flooding unstable environments daily. Fear weakens bodies but strengthens enemies watching patiently nearby. Enemies rarely announce themselves before striking vulnerable targets suddenly. Vulnerability attracts danger the way light attracts predators instinctively. Predators study weakness before committing energy to attack carefully. Strength hides best behind patience, discipline, and silent observation always. Observation keeps you ahead of threats moving unpredictably nearby constantly. Threats evolve quickly, forcing survivors to evolve faster mentally. Evolution favors flexible minds over rigid survival habits permanently. Habits must break when old systems fail without warning suddenly. Failure teaches faster than comfort inside collapsing realities brutally. Reality strips illusions, leaving only raw decisions behind permanently. Decisions shape survival paths more than luck ever could. Luck fades quickly, but preparation compounds strength over time. Time becomes enemy or ally depending on preparation level entirely. Allies multiply chances when trust forms under pressure carefully. Survival ultimately rewards those who adapt without hesitation repeatedly. Adaptation begins the moment fear stops controlling your decisions entirely. Decisions made calmly outlast panic-driven reactions in crisis forever. Crisis rewards clarity more than strength or speed ever will. Strength without direction collapses faster than fragile systems overnight suddenly. Direction emerges from purpose forged under relentless pressure daily. Pressure reveals character hidden beneath comfort and routine layers permanently. Character defines survival more than weapons, tools, or supplies ever. Supplies disappear, but resilient mindset regenerates hope endlessly forward. Hope becomes fuel when darkness stretches longer than expected ahead. Darkness tests endurance until only the determined continue moving forward. Determination grows stronger each time survival feels impossible near collapse. Collapse destroys structures but rebuilds warriors inside ordinary people silently. Ordinary minds awaken extraordinary instincts when systems vanish overnight unexpectedly. Instinct guides movement when maps and rules disappear forever suddenly. Rules crumble first, leaving raw survival truth exposed brutally underneath. Truth arrives harsh but frees minds from fragile illusions instantly. Illusions fade, revealing the world exactly as it is now. Acceptance marks the beginning of real survival awareness permanently. Awareness sharpens senses, turning fear into calculated action immediately. Action separates survivors from victims when seconds define outcomes forever. Outcomes favor those moving before hesitation steals precious time completely. Hesitation whispers comfort while danger screams from every direction nearby. Direction matters less than motion when survival clock keeps ticking. Motion creates opportunity where stillness guarantees eventual defeat permanently. Opportunity hides inside chaos, waiting for the prepared observer quietly. Prepared minds recognize patterns others mistake for random destruction instantly. Destruction follows patterns that careful watchers learn to predict early. Prediction buys seconds, and seconds buy survival chances repeatedly forward. Survival becomes rhythm learned through relentless observation and adaptation daily. Adapt endlessly because the world will never stop changing again.